Hey everyone, it's Libby from Maighstir Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. It's W-O-R-I-M-I, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Righty-ho, I have absolutely no idea where this reading is going to go, but entertainment only for the senses. Thank you. Please take note, senses. Okay, apparently, yeah, I got pinged the other day for the bare bottoms on my judgment card. Oh, please. Okay, whatever. So they've now been covered up. Okay, I'm going to end up with just no card at this rate. Anyhow, what I want to have a look at is what's happening in regards to the Oversight Committee in Congress. So apparently Congress is coming back on the 3rd of March. On the is it the 2nd of March? Actually, I think it must not March. September. Let me get that right. 2nd of September. Sorry, I had 3/9 written down because for me it's the 3rd of September, but I'm used to sort of converting it in my head going 9/3 because that's how the US people write their dates. So on the 3rd of September, apparently there's going to be a press conference and the Oversight Committee are going to get testimony from Epstein victims. What comes next apparently then is Patel is supposed to front the Oversight Committee on the 17th of September in regards to the FBI, and we know, and they know we know, that apparently the FBI sequestered about 1,000 agents to comb through the tens of thousands of Epstein documents to remove any mention of the orange twerp. So Patel is fronting. Then on the 19th of September, apparently Alex Acosta is meant to be fronting the Oversight Committee. Boy, there's going to be some people really worried out in the community. And then apparently Bondi's way over in October. Not going to worry about Bondi at the moment. What I want to have a look at is what the victims are going to tell is going to be incredibly confronting and powerful. So I'm not going to look at that at the moment. I've actually even, I have one of my beautiful viewers and I share off-camera readings and stuff with each other in regards to Zorro Ranch, etc. And every single time, both them and I get the burial card. I did a flyover the other day using Google Earth of Zorro Ranch and pinpointed some areas. Really, I was just clicking around having a look and I kept getting drawn back to one particular area. And when you do Google Earth, it looks like there is some disturbed earth and there does look like there is tracks leading up to that area. I do feel that there will be discovery on Zorro Ranch, possibly in a flood. There will be something uncovered, unwashed, and it's going to be stumbled across, which is just going to blow everything open. And I am going to say that one does not pour in thousands of square meters of cement into basements unless one is trying to cover up something. But some of the visions I've had are just absolute. I can't share. But please know that what the victims are going to say is the truth. And there's a lot more that will come out that will be incredibly confronting. What I want to have a look at is apparently the Epstein estate has said that they will comply to provide what they have by the 8th of September. So that's really interesting. Actually, I want to have a look at Alex Acosta, but first up, I'm going to have a look at what cards do you guys want? They actually want the Light Seers Tarot, which is interesting. I'm going to have a look at what the... Oh, prickly. These survivors are going... Their story that they will tell will be inspirational, will be incredibly powerful, and it will be healing for them, because we've then got the High Priestess, we then have the government, we have the working together, and the stories that they're not going to share everything, but it's going to be incredibly powerful what they do with that Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands, and it will enable them to move forward and legally move forward as well with that 6. And we also have the Page of Cups. I think we're going to hear stuff that will be quite confronting. The 8 of Swords, there's going to be some confronting stuff that we are going to hear, but these victims, they survived, they managed to get out of this darkness. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. It's going to change a lot. Oh gosh, and then as I'm going to shuffle back in, we've got the Queen of Swords. Brutal honesty, harsh truth, legal action potentially. It's what these survivors is going to bring forward is just be ready. Just be ready. It's going to be incredibly confronting. And then I had the Two of Wands. I think what will happen is it will inspire others to come forward. Okay, but what I want to have a look at is the estate. The estate have said that they will comply with the September the 8th subpoena deadline to bring forward documentation that they have. So what is the estate going to bring forward? What are we going to see from the Epstein estate? Now, I have been getting all along that Epstein is not unalive. I know that there was a private autopsy carried out at the request of the family. However, the figure on the slab was identified by apparently the brother from photographs. Didn't actually physically see the body. So that autopsy that showed that the figure was unalived, not by natural means and not by their own hands, was not necessarily actually Epstein. It was just a figure on a slab that had been unalived by somebody else. I've never got him that he has been deceased. Cash Peters cannot get crossover for him. Susan Lynn is saying she can't pick him up as being crossed over. She's now starting to say that as well. And can't remember her name, but I was on the Cool Crones chat today, and her guest on there, and I'm sorry I've gone completely blank because you were amazing, said that they threw cards on it the other day and also they thought he was unalived, but the cards the other day showed them that he wasn't. Now, it was cremated really, really, really quickly, so a DNA test wasn't taken. However, a firm in Germany apparently can now garner DNA from cremated remains. So I'd be really interested in that if somebody wanted to push that side of things to see whether the DNA of those cremated remains actually 99.999% the same as his brother. Okay. So I'm interested that this estate, because apparently the estate, the funds in the estate are still being drawn on. So I want to have a look. Oh, gosh, absolutely. It's a nightmare situation. Nightmare situation. There's lies here. 7 of Swords, lies, deceit, betrayal. Okay. And these survivors, they are going to be seen and heard for what they say. But after 10 minutes of waffle, I want to have a look to see what the estate is going to bring forward, and then I'm going to shift to the Runic Tarot. So I'm using the Light Seers Tarot now. Then I'm going to shift to the Runic Tarot to ask about Acosta, because I think he's the big next sweat one. I know Patel, he'll get thrown under the bus. I will never understand why anyone with half a brain cell has hitched themselves to the orange twerp, because just look at the absolute career destruction that he left behind from his first regime. The only ones that got out unscathed were family. And even them have nothing to do with him this time around. Okay, show me, what is the Epstein estate going to bring forward September the 8th? Again, David from Tarot by the Bay did a really good reading on this. I think it was David, and he picked up that Congress are going to try to avoid, certain members of Congress are going to try to delay the return of Congress, and the attitude's going to be, yeah, sure, we'll do this the following day. So what's happening, and what I'm talking about, is bringing forward to the floor of the House a bill demanding that this information be released. Okay, so we've got the Five of Cups. Yeah, they'll try and delay it. Yep, they've been pouring themselves emotionally and spiritually down this dark hole with this fake promise of glory in the bottom. They might try and delay it, but I think the information is going to come forward very quickly. So again, yeah, oh, I can't get in on time. Well, that's fine. Tomorrow we'll do. They're not going to be able to avoid this. The House members. So the Epstein estate, they will be back by the 8th. That's what I'm getting. The Epstein estate, what are they going to bring to the Oversight Committee? What are they going to release? They were the ones that released the birthday book. The Oversight Committee have basically asked for anything you got, the full birthday book, the client list, whatever else, the cookbooks. What else? What is the Epstein estate going to bring to their subpoenaed September the 8th date? Okay, right, they're telling me not to fixate on the date itself, because that might change. What is the Epstein estate going to bring when they comply? What are they going to present when they comply with the subpoena? Okay. Do not be surprised if the date changes. The Ten of Cups. Everything. I think they're going to bring everything. Wow. It's a completion card. It's about bringing everything together. It's emotional completion. Oh, mind you, we've got the Four of Pentacles here. There might be something that they hold back. The money, perhaps. They're going to bring a lot. Second signifier, the King of Wands, bringing forward information. This is an action card, literally bringing forward information. You've got, are we still in Leo? I can't remember. No, I don't think we are. I think we've passed. But you've got the Lion here, the Lion of the strength, the compassionate strength. Yeah, okay. Information, a lot of information. That's going to be destructive. The Tower card. Now, the Oversight Committee, they released the Maxwell recordings with Blanche. As we read on at the time, they were an absolute nothing, and the population aren't buying it. But whatever the Epstein estate is going to bring, it's going to be explosive. the energy that they're stewing, and this may simply be what they have, is explosive. In the past, the Ace of Swords, it's about a new legal beginning, new truth beginning. There was some sort of decision that was made amongst those on the Epstein estates to actually, it's almost like they're done with it. Okay. I just got that they don't want their names soiled by the sordidness. Sordid is the word I got. And spoiled. Spoiled, not spoiled. Spoiled. Thank you, guys. For whatever reason, they've decided to come clean. Wow. And the Empress. This is global. Whatever they're bringing, it's global. The Magician, another major arcana. So we've got 110, which is about the end of a cycle, 2 court cards and 3 major arcana. Whatever they are bringing, it's big. It is really big with the Magician, the manifesting, the bringing this forward. The 9 of Wands, putting out the bringing it forward and then standing defiantly behind it. I hope those cards are okay. It's a little, it looks a little bit dark there. I'll just see if I can get that a bit lighter. The 9 of Wands. Standing defiantly behind the information that they bring forward. This is externally. Internally, the 2 of Swords. Making a decision about what path they want to take forward in regards to this truth. You've got the Queen of Cups, the hopes and fears. This is the survivors. Again, another 2 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles and the 6 of Cups. The outcome. The reality versus the illusion. The 9 of Pentacles. What may be presented is not necessarily what we expect. This is what we already know down here. This is the low-hanging fruit. This is the one that's the glitzy, most glamorous, but they are selecting the documentation that will bring peace about children in the past and the devil and the 4 of Swords and the Hierophant. Stepping in, taking control of their power in regards to this. These feel really big cards. The 4 of Pentacles, the paranoia, the insecurity, but it also could be what they're hanging on to, because this is the underlying energy. What they're hanging on to and not yet revealed will be heartbreaking. Just anguish. We've then got standing protected against the attacks that will come forward. We've got that Queen of Wands, the inspirational female. We've got the King of Cups, the emotionally mature, and then the Ace of Pentacles presenting. I think they're going to bring it all. And there are some really worried people about this. I think because they don't know what the estate necessarily has. Okay, show me. And I'm wondering why if this is why the Star of Hope and Healing. As I split the deck to shuffle. I'm wondering, and the young people sharing their their information. Tell me about those that are looking. I think they're done. I think they're done with this. Show me the energy of those managing the Epstein estate. Yeah, it's just turning into a nightmare for them, and I think they're done with that 9 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. Show me the energy of the estate managers. Show me the energy of the estate managers. Why am I getting that they're done? Why am I getting that they're going to bring all this information forward because they just don't, it's almost like they want to wash their hands of it. Show me the energy behind what will be presented on September the 8th. Why are they doing this? The Hermit. The introspection. The introspection and the investigation, where they'll come out of this isolated position, pick up the light and start on these steps forward. We may not get it all on this whatever date it is, but it is they are on this path forward, and it's introspection, going within and questioning oneself within. Challenged by the survivor statements, the Page of Wands, the defiance, the energy that they're stewing in is they're looking at the bigger picture, and they want to move on from this. They want freedom from this. Thank you. Love that word. The energy they're stewing in is they've got this fiery information. They want done with it. They want freedom from it. In the past, we've got the Queen of Pentacles holding on to this information, protecting this information in the past. But again, another moving on card, the Six of Swords. I'm really getting that the decision has been made to be done with it. And here they are, the immediate future, bringing forward this information, action being taken. A lot of it externally, a lot. Internally. The Nine of Cups, which is about freedom and joy, emotional freedom. Releasing from the treasure chest down there. The Magician, the hopes and fears that they're going to bring it. The outcome, Nine of Swords, the despair, the Five of Swords, the abuse of power, the deceit, the betrayal. There's a lot of truth coming out here. The anguish of the knowledge that they've been keeping. And here in the background, again, we've got this release and freedom. And the Judgment. Letting it all out. Judgment. And then the Knight of Pentacles. Again, moving on. The World card. Ending of a cycle. I'm really getting that they're just done. Here's the Nine of Wands, putting it out there in defiance. The Two of Wands, stepping out into the world with this information. The Seven of Swords, the lies, deceit, betrayal, that is going to bring this to an end. I am blown away. I think they're done. They want to move on from this. They want to move on from this. They're done. They want to move on from this. And I really think that they're going to bring it. They're done with keeping the secrets. Secrets revealed. Clear conscience. Whatever date that is. Now remember, there are steps on both that Hermit card and the Hierophant card. So whatever they bring on this first day is just simply the first step. Entertainment only. There is a path that needs to be, path of obstacles that need to be and challenges that need to be overcome, overstepped. And now I've gotten the runic tarot, and the card on the bottom is this card, the investigation of the devil. The devil's trying to keep the investigation under wraps because I wanted to start reading on Acosta. But these are the two, and I split the deck, and this was the one in the middle. Two of Cups coming together and sharing the investigation of the devil. So on that note, I want to have a look at Alex Acosta. He is down to testify on the 19th of September. And if I nip over here and have a look at this, Alex Acosta, member of the Republican Party, do you know, shock horror there, appointed by Bush to the National Labour Relations Board, later served as the Assistant Attorney for Civil Rights and the US Attorney for the Southern District of Florida. He's twice been named on the 50 most important Hispanics by a Hispanic business magazine. Do these people forget their heritage? I just shake my head. Since March 2025, he's been on the board of directors of Newsmax. Why do these people not? It's like Marco Rubio, from his parents from Cuba, I believe. Acosta, Hispanic heritage. Oh gosh, and that reminds me of yesterday. Oh, couldn't believe it on the news. We have our own brand of lunatics in Australia, and one of them goes by the name of Bob Catter. He's from Queensland, and I seriously do not understand why these people get voted in. Even his son, who was not quite as nutty, I believe it was his son, got voted into government. Anyhow, Bob Catter, his father, I believe, might have been grandfather or father, I'm not sure which it is an immigrant into Australia from Lebanon. He has Lebanese history. Now, and ethnicity, Bob Catter. Now, in Australia, 60% of Australian citizens were either born overseas or their parents were born overseas. So it's not like, that's just how it is. Anyhow, a journalist, an Australian journalist, I believe, might have been from Channel 7, perhaps. I'm not sure. I can't remember what channel it was. There was a press conference. Anyhow, he was going to ask, he started to ask Catter about, is he proud of his, the worthiness of immigrants coming into Australia. I mean, he is from immigrant blood, so the journalist started, the question was, given your Lebanese ancestry, and next thing you know, Catter's gone off the rails. He's flung aside those standing around him. He's gone up to the reporter with his fist in his face going, I've punched people in the mouth for, blah, 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 for saying that my family's been here for hundreds of years. Catter's sister has come out previously and said how proud she is of her Lebanese ancestry. His son has come out and said how proud he was of his Lebanese grandfather. Yet this guy has gone off the rails for an innocent question that was complimenting this politician's father for his ancestry, saying, isn't it, aren't these immigrants, there are wonderful immigrants. Aren't you proud of these immigrants that have come in and given so much to the country? Wow, this guy is an absolute nutbag. So anyhow, all over the news, as well as the information about the fact that his father was Lebanese, or his grandfather, I think it was his father. He's one of those ones that, and I mean, he's got the Lebanese nose. There's no denying it. He's got the nose. So there's no denying that he just went off the rails about his ancestry, and threatened, like on camera, threatened the reporter. He's one of these politicians that you never see him without his big 10-gallon hat, as if, the big hat, no cattle type person. Anyhow, Queensland is our Texas of Australia. Northern Queensland is our Texas of Australia. Anyhow, so I do not understand. Acosta, Patel, Bondi's not a squeaky clean European name. Trump came from Germany. Rubio, Cuban, I don't understand. Anyhow, that was my quokka moment. Sorry about going off the rails there. Entertainment only, very entertaining. I want to have a look at Alex Acosta. So if I go back to this blurb, Alex Acosta, in 2007 to 2008, as US attorney, I assume that's the attorney of the Southern District of Florida, because I don't think he was actually US attorney, was he? Approved a plea deal that allowed Epstein, the sex trafficker, to, let's have a look, United States Assistant Attorney General, no, it must have been as the Southern District of Florida attorney. 2007 to 8, as the US attorney, Acosta approved a plea deal that allowed child trafficking ringleader Jeffrey Epstein to plead guilty to a single state charge of solicitation in exchange for a federal non-prosecution agreement. After Epstein was rearrested in 2019 on trafficking charges, Acosta faced renewed and harsher criticism for his role in the 2008 non-prosecution agreement. Okay, he's since been recently appointed the board of Newsmax, only the best. Acosta is the only son of Cuban immigrants. Okay, Cuban again. So where do I go with this? So Acosta knows a lot. Now, he might try to plead client attorney privileges, but wouldn't Epstein have to be alive for client attorney privileges? And isn't it when something really illegal happens that those privileges are put aside? So, entertainment only. Sorry if I'm getting a bit riled up on this. Alex Acosta, he knows, and I would love to see, was it Maureen Comey? She was the one that prosecuted Epstein in 2019. Would love to see her testify as well, because by crikey, she's got some information. Alex Acosta, what will he bring to his questioning, the testifying on the 9th, don't put a date. Again, I'm being told don't put a date. Okay. Alex Acosta, what's he going to do when he is called up to testify in front of the Oversight Committee? Can he plead the fifth? I mean, basically, that's admitting that you're guilty. If you can hear that, that's Bendy having a drink of water. Alex Acosta. Okay, let's ask. What does Alex Acosta know is what they want me to ask. If I didn't show it, the Runic Tarot. Got the cheat sheet here, ready to go. What does Alex Acosta know? I would say everything. Queen of Wands, everything. Queen of Wands. It's usually a female. This might be female questioning. Who's on the committee? Crockett? He might get some questions from Crockett. What does he know? Internally, he knows everything, but okay, let's see where this goes. Yep. Well, I think he's going to plead the fifth. The Five of Wands. Queen of Wands, Five of Wands. He knows everything about these women. He knows the situation they were kept in. But the Five of Wands is the defiance, and it is the five and we've got here the symbol up here for frustration. Frustration and blocks. I think he's going to be defiantly pleading the fifth. But I want to know, what does he know? Illusion, delusion, smoke, mirrors, poor choices in the past, baby factories. It is rumoured, it isn't rumoured, it has been said by some of the survivors that Epstein was operating pretty much a baby factory with his genetics at Zorro Ranch, possibly offering this to others in exchange for, every time I've read on Zorro Ranch, I've been getting this energy too, possibly offering to other people prepared to pay. In the past, we've got the Two of Pentacles, playing coy, not bringing the information forward. Crowning the reading, secrets, big secrets, secrets that need to be exposed, that is literally a fight of good versus evil. Dark money behind the scenes. I just get he knows it all. The Three of Pentacles. You probably got recompensed very handsomely. But yeah, the dark money behind the scenes, doing the work behind the scenes. The Page of Cups. Unexpected news coming forward. Externally, internally, the Queen of Cups from these victims. Oh boy, a lot of emotion here. The Hermit, trying to stay hidden. Hopes and fears, trying to stay hidden. That's what I'm getting from that card. The absolute disregard for human life. Human life being treated as playthings. The corruption, the depth of the corruption and absolute disregard for human life with that Five of Cups. Not caring. It's just a toy, just a plaything. He knows. Queen of Swords and the Page of Swords, whistleblowers and bringing forward the truth about this. He knows. Absolutely, he knows. The Hanged Man trying to stop whatever is coming forward, but we've got the Page of Wands, the defiance in response. Information coming in from overseas potentially, or simply the trafficking with the ship coming in, and the World card. Seven of Pentacles. He knows that we know, that everybody knows that he knows he's got a target on his back. The Sun card, the Justice card, the Magician card. We know that he knows. We've got the Four of Pentacles trying to keep something hidden. Five of Pentacles about the just paid money for this ghastliness by the oligarchs with that King of Pentacles. We've got the Truth will not be held back with the Chariot. The truth is coming forward about this, and it is going to bring down the wrath of God with that Seven of Wands on all those that were involved, including himself. He may try and stall the investigation, but it's going to come out. He might plead the fifth, but the truth, one way or the other, will not be kept hidden. He may delay it for a while. So is Acosta actually going to say anything? Is Acosta going to actually share any of... yeah, no, I'm not getting it. Not getting it. Is Acosta... oh, but he's a smart cookie, though. I was going to ask whether he trips himself up. Is Acosta going to find himself at the risk of perjuring himself is Acosta going to perjure himself? It's Alex Acosta. Right, the Six of Cups, children in the past, the lovers, ugh, yuck, second signifier, trying to keep it hidden with the Hermit at the foundation, Page of Pentacles, young people bringing forward documentation. It's documentation here. We've got here the absolute corruption and disregard for human life, but something big and new is coming forward. When I was asking whether he's going to perjure himself, I was thinking, is there going to be documentation, provable documentation going to come forward that's going to entrap him? And I think, yes, there is. You've got here action being taken to bring this forward. Internally, the Emperor. They're powerful people behind the scenes here. That he, oh gosh, there's some new information that's going to come out that's basically going to give him no choice in the matter but to the foolishness of it all. The Devil, investigation, the Hanged Man. Look at these mages that are coming out. 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. And 2 there as well. Boy, oh boy. This is big. And it's the end. He's going to try and the investigation of this devil energy, he's going to try and delay it. We got the Ten of Cups there toasting the Emperor at the end. But it's an end. There's going to be some sort of 9 information that comes out that he comes up against that he can't go beyond. And there's that on the back, on the base again, the Seven of Pentacles. He's got all the information. There's a target on his back. And the Nine of Swords. Russia might even put it out. The Kremlin might even put it out. Boy, oh boy. Let me just ask, is Alex Acosta going to find himself entrapped by information that comes out that he is left with no choice? Alex Acosta, again, not putting a date on it, going to find himself trapped by information. Patel and Bondage, they just feel like really minor players. Like I can't, it's almost like the feeling I've got, I can't be bothered reading on them. They feel so minor in this. Sort of side notes type thing. But let's have a look. Alex Acosta, is there going to be? Huge yes. 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 It's going to move it forward. Yes. The Chariot. He's going to find himself mown down by the Chariot. Queen of Wands, bringing forward a legal case. Queen of Cups, information revealed, the Star card. And the Wheel of Fortune. Karma's going to come and bite him. One, two, three major arcana, 3 court cards, big court cards. Yeah, there is going to be something that is released that he, and then another court card, the Magician. That he can't deny. There's a lot of work going on behind the scenes, following the money trails about those that have this absolute corrupt disregard for life. Ace of Pentacles, big money information coming forward. Now, a couple of the senators are really looking at the money trails here. The 9 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Emperor. Money information, truth, legality, 9, 5, and Page, and then big information coming forward about those who were involved. Yes, that was me whispering. I'll let you know if it's me or the dogs, because otherwise, my guides do get chatty on occasion. Yeah, okay. I'm going to leave that there. Hoo-wee. Yeah, Patel and Bondi, they just feel like a sort of a bit of a sideshow in regards to this. Acosta, big one. Estate, big. Victims, powerful. I'm going to leave that there. And I am going to go and get out in the sun and the wind to blow that all away. Okay, love to you all. Catch you shortly. My weekend now. I shall see you in a couple of days' time. Put out that vision for that big blue, mid blue with black sold in the middle of it sticker for me. Love you. Catch you later.